What up, everybody? It is Friday. We missed you guys.
Let's go.
We are doing a awesome movie review. That's right.
What's up, you
The Hobbit. The Battle of the Five Armies.
Here we go. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. That's Boom Puppy over there. Welcome to our movie review of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies.
Scarlet Puppy. That's
We're reviewing this
Legendary,
movie.
The Hobbit today. Here we go.
We saw it.
Battle of
Okay.
Five Armies.
So check this out. Check this out real quick. So this is the only version that we've seen of The Hobbit. I've never seen any of the other ones. So just want to let y'all know that.
San Francisco
That's
Public
right. We got this from the library. And we didn't know anything about the entire trilogy, but we wanted to give you guys some advice and what we thought about it. Yeah, let's jack that up. Okay. All right. Hopefully you can hear us. That's right. All right. So here's the deal. We're reviewing this movie. We got it. We're good. All right. So let's just get to the review right now because our family on YouTube Live wants it now. We're going to give it to you now. Our Twitch familia, what's up? Welcome to the party. Two dogs reviewing the Hobbit movie. It is literally the third one in the trilogy is what they call it. It's called The Battle of the Five Armies.
It's the second
No,
one.
this is the third one.
No. Okay,
This
we
is
just
the
all
third
need
one.
us. Don't blame us.
We're just
Gen
dogs.
Zers
Yeah.
and boomers. We're like,
We're trying not to wreck your high here, but we're loving
from the TL
fact
coming to you
that
drinking
this
live
is
from the
bringing
TL.
lots and lots of monsters to the party.
What's
All
up, San Francisco Public Library? Shout out to all the staff and crew and all the beautiful movies they got. We reviewed movies before. This is our first official
Hobbit review.
Hobbit and
Yeah.
first official review.
That's right.
San Francisco Public Library free.
All right, let's
movie.
get to it. So we're in the mini screen right here. Okay, see some of the characters of The Hobbit. We're really excited to tell you guys about this movie. So this movie came out in December. Let's turn that music down. December of 2014. So it has been almost 10 years since this movie has made its debut to the big screen. But nonetheless, in case you haven't seen it, it's making a comeback for the holidays. I don't know. We just ran across it anyway. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a movie that has had its day, but it's having a reboot for some odd reason. All right, so
We're bringing it
we're
back.
bringing it back.
We're bringing it
We're
back.
bringing it back. We're making it cool again.
This is the cleanest battleground movie I ever saw. Stay out with that. Just to look out, if you're a fan of The Hobbit and the Battle of Five Armies, you know how clean that battle scene is.
Yes.
I really like to give a shout out to the producers and all the staff. Oh my God, the special effects for 2014.
Lots of CGI in this movie.
I had no idea
That's
that was
right.
a brand new movie. I thought it was a brand new movie.
This director of the movie, his name is Peter Jackson.
Zunda!
That's right, and basically Peter
I'm
Jackson
not a boy, I'm not
is
a girl,
bringing
I'm a
us
dog.
a action/fantasy drama starring the characters in the famous book by J.R. Tolkien, by the way, The Hobbit. So they brought this to the films for all of you guys to see in their interpretation. So Peter Jackson, this is the third one. So just let's get into it because you guys know about The Hobbit. In case you've never watched the movie like us, I want to tell you something. The Hobbit has a name. His name is Bilbo, B-I-L-B-O.
Hydration time.
That's right.
Wait, let's take a break. We're gonna
What are
crack
you
it up. Get your rock soda here. That's the rock
Woo,
soda.
that's right. We are drinking this. We're gonna
shoot the biz. Here we go.
We're gonna shoot. We're gonna give you
One,
guys a big shout out right now for all of our peoples that are breaking into Happy Hour Friday before Halloween. Woo!
Yeah,
That's right.
all right,
Cheers
that's
to
good.
you
Happy hour.
all.
Put the cans in the air,
That's
baby.
right. Cans in the air.
And swing it like you just don't care.
Just say Hobbit.
Thank you,
What's
Rock
up?
Energy Drink. It's the best.
Cheers, Boom Puppy.
That's
Actually,
all you. I got mine.
partake my
Salute.
drink. That's right. All right. Here we go.
What's
Okay.
up, La Play? Best
All right.
band in San Francisco.
So, getting back to the situation here. Okay, so Peter Jackson is the director of this movie. This movie once again made its premiere
Viking Films.
in the year of 2014, and it literally in that year grossed over $962.2 million, making it the second most popular movie in the entire year. So The Hobbit, literally this particular one is called The Battle of Five Armies. And let's just get into what the Battle of Five Armies entails, okay? So if you're basically wondering who are part of the five armies, we're going to tell you that right now so you're not as curious and you can figure out who is on what side and battling who, all right? So the five armies basically is made up of the goblins and the wild wolves, the elves, the men, and the dwarves. If you're referring back to the book, now if you've already read this book, that's literally the five armies, and let me tell you who's on what side, in case you don't know. So the goblins and the wild wolves are on one side, and then the elves, the men, and the dwarves are on the other side. Now, in the movie, there's been a lot of reinterpretation of some characters. Instead of calling goblins, they're calling them orcs. O-R-C-S, orcs. And they're also considered goblins. They come from the same area known as the Misty Mountains. So, once again, in the movie, the goblins got a different name, but they're still goblins. They're all the same. So, it would be, in the movie, the five armies are the dwarves, the elves, the men, the wild wolves, and the orcs. Now, let's just talk about, that's just the armies itself, okay? And you're like, oh my gosh, this is a lot going on. There's a lot of names and tribes to figure out who's battling who. Yes, well, if you've never seen or read the book, then you're going to have the problem that we had, but that's okay because it was entertaining nonetheless.
Look out for the dragon!
All right, so let me just tell you something. Right off the bat, there's a scene where there's a big dragon flying towards a town, right? And then this big dragon is like spitting out fire, and it's like blowing up all of this town. It's like blowing it up, fire everywhere. And then the people that are living in this town, they're like trying to escape, and they are getting little boats, and they're trying to get out of there, trying to save their lives. Some people are literally getting annihilated right when the dragon comes, and it burns them up and incinerated and all that stuff. So it's pretty hardcore. And then there's this one dude, and I forgot what his name is in the movie, but he's kind of one of the head guys. The bowman, and he's got lots of he's really good with bow and arrow. So he separates himself from people, tries to climb up to the highest tower that they have, and the tower has a big bell on it, right? And he's there, and he's trying to shoot the dragon in the chest, kill it, right? And because the dragon's literally burning up the whole place. So then he tries to shoot it once, and then the dragon's got like this armor on his body, and the arrow's not going through, and then he's like, there's lots of dramatic stuff happening, okay? You can figure that out, right? So then...
Yeah, the special spear arrow that the sun gave him.
Then the sun climbs up...
style.
Yeah, the sun climbs up the watchtower, and then he gives his dad the special spear, apparently penetrate through the dragon's, like, intense scales and stuff, and so... then the bowman pulls the arrow back, and then, but before that, the dragon actually talks, and he threatened the bowman, right? So he was like, roar, like telling him all this stuff. I'm going to take your son, like stuff like that.
I am your father.
Anyway, so he's doing all that, right? And then the bowman's like really upset. So then the son's there. He's like, his son helps him by helping him leverage this bow and arrow, because this is a giant arrow, right? So he pulls it all the way back, and the dragon is literally flying towards them like hella fast, right? And then they pull the bow back. Well, the bowman pulls the bow back, and then it goes into the dragon, and it explodes the dragon. Okay? So that was kind of cool and intense. Right in the first half of the movie. I had to watch it the second time because, I don't know, my brain checked out on the first time. I want to shout out to my Canada community, by the way. All right, so anyway.
Box office sales.
That happened, right? So then it kind of moves on. So they're still in this battle, right? And then it goes into this more of a dramatic sequence where there's like, you know, the hobbits, and then there's other people in this castle that are kind of far away that are watching this town, like, or this city burn down. It's not a city, it's a village, okay? And
it's an island.
It's an island village, right? And
they
they're
have
watching
mountains.
it from
There's
far
mountains, too.
away, and they're like, oh my gosh, the dragon totally messed up that whole entire town, right? So then the Hobbit is like, well, we have, you know, like, they're asking questions, and Bilbo, that's his name, Bilbo, the Hobbit, he's trying to pay attention on, like, what's going on, and, like, you know, the dynamics of, like, there's kind of a little politics there in the movie, I always have to say, because, like, his Hobbit people are trying to, you know, get along with the dwarf people, and I think that the King Dwarf and Bilbo, they become friends.
The dwarves, yeah.
The dwarves and the Hobbit become...
The dwarves from the Lonely Mountain.
Yes. And so they become
live
kind
there,
of like,
there,
okay,
up
we'll
top.
help each other, you know, try to protect what's under Lonely Mountain is this
Lake
stone.
Town. It's Lake Town.
It's a stone, right?
It's Lake Town. It's island.
And it's
yes,
very
Lake Town.
special. So they have to try to figure out all that stuff. But then, all of a sudden, then there's like lots of drama happens, and then you have to kind of get through it, right?
Yeah.
Lots and lots of action,
Yeah,
by
Brad
the way.
breaks out of prison.
Who?
Always Brad, the bozeman. He breaks out of
Oh,
prison.
yeah.
And he finds the sign, he shoots the tiger.
Yeah,
and then the plane crashes.
The wizard,
and then the
remember
giant
that
goes,
wizard guy? Gandalf. He basically comes and basically to like this wreckage of the castle or whatever, and he barely makes it before this whole war breaks out against the 5 armies, and he's like, something bad will happen, and there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of fighting here, and you guys have to figure this out. So, cause like, you know, I think the
Disney
dwarf
copyright lawyers.
the dwarf dude that's hiding in the castle doesn't want to help anybody. He's just over it, right? And the little hobbit dudes, his friend's like, well, you said that you gave your word that you're going to help people, but now you're not. And then, anyways, that happens, and then they have this, like, whole situation. So then, all of a sudden, all the, like, the villain, the goblins come out, along with the wolves, people, and then there's also bats in the movie with these like long tails, and then they also have these giant crows.
Big crows.
Yeah.
Ravens, and maybe
yeah,
in Baltimore.
Big giant ravens, right? And so like you see a lot of all this clamoring stuff happen, right? So then the goblins come out, and that's when I kind of perked up, because I thought they looked kind of cool, because they were like all square faced and evil looking, and then they were like just like huge, and I don't know, they were just like really scary looking. And so they were coming in, and they were basically like, you know, fighting amongst all of these people. So anyways, lots and lots of fight, lots and lots of actions happening, and then, you know, it's lots and lots of fighting. I'm saying, like, you're gonna see and there's drama too. So anyway, long story short, that's what I got out of the movie. Boom Puppy has some other things to say, some cool like human stuff that you guys should probably know about.
No, I'm coming here. I gotta get this here.
All right.
I got a short leash. I just want to say.
But I'm gonna give my personal puppy rating on this movie as a puppy that did not see the first 2. Okay, this is for these people that never seen the movie or read the book. I tried to read the book when I was a younger puppy, but I didn't make it all the way through. But here's the deal. I want to say that going over all of the different Google videos and searches and all, this movie of the third one had mixed reviews. So as somebody that is a dog that's coming from a non-Hobbit background, I'm going to have to give this kind of like a 2 puppy paws out of 5 rating, because I just felt that the storyline was super, super basic, but then it's like they didn't give you a lot of background stuff, but I did enjoy all of the CGI. I love the talking dragon in the beginning. I thought that the fight sequences were good, and I thought the special effects for the orcs / the goblins was really, really cool. So for that, I'm giving 2 puppy paws out of 5. Yay! How about you, Boom Puppy?
I'm giving it 2.
Oh, and then tell them about the music. There's a special thing about for all you music fans out there that we have to let you know
The was really good. It was
about the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's one of the best soundtracks that the orchestra did. The New Zealand Orchestra.
The New Zealand Orchestra.
Directed by the one and only, the legendary, the one and only legendary. Got my hat on right here. That's my bender's hat. We're gonna go there later. And the legendary. I don't know.
Well, it's the head of the New Zealand Orchestra. Let's see here if we can find what his name is. Okay.
The legendary.
I know that it was recorded in the Sydney Opera House.
Howard Shore. S-H-O-R-E. Howard, this was for you. Legendary.
Howard directed
He
the
did
whole.
like 80 plus movies. This was his best movie.
This is his best soundtrack he ever
Soundtrack
made.
alone is kick butt.
I just want to say, do
Back
not
scratching in the dog cage.
be
Lift
shy
your leg.
of
Woo!
just popping the Hobbit soundtrack into your ride when you're driving down the freeway because you may feel inspired to go slay some orcs, okay?
I drove down the freeway. I got lottery tickets for tomorrow. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
We
You
got
have
the lottery
so many.
tickets.
All right.
We got lottery tickets for
So
tomorrow.
anyways, Boom
Get down
Puppy
there,
gave
get on the highway,
the
get up to your
movie
local liquor
2
store, lottery
puppy
tickets for
paws.
them.
I
Two.
gave the movie 2 puppy
Two,
paws.
cool her down.
So that's 4 puppy
Lottery
paws
tickets.
out of 10. That's right, 4 puppy paws out of 10. That is a medium score for The Hobbit, but you should be the judge on your own. Like I
And
said,
then tell her over here.
for people out there, you humans who have not watched The Hobbit yet, please watch this one. It's the 3rd one. It's not that. It's a little bit of a time investment. It's a 2-hour and 24-minute movie, and you might like it. So.
No, I loved it. I'm
I
giving
just
it a
have
hard
to say,
2. I'm giving it 2 for 2 hours.
2 for 2 hours. I think
2
that's
hours
a great
plus.
score.
It was good.
I think
Could
it's
have
a
been
great
good. It
score.
kind of lost steam a little bit.
They
Came
had
out
a
and
lot of
played
extras in the movie.
Dragon
so,
beginning burns everybody down.
yeah.
The guy shoots
The
him with the
dragon's
sun.
like the star of this movie.
Gets the guys trying to steal the gold, and then the guy dressed up like a he or a she or a he. I don't know
No,
what.
he's
they
an
pronounce
elf.
it. Gen X,
Okay, has
baby.
anybody watched this movie in the
It's
feed
got a
right
lot of
now?
little humor
Did you
all
like
way,
the movie?
But it gets a little
Family on Twitch, did you watch the movie? Our YouTube family out there, if you liked the movie, tell us what you thought. I'm going into the chat right now. The chat is open for
Chat's
your
open.
thoughts. That's
Like and subscribe. We're Lost Puppy Forever. This is our Blidio Vlog.
We are
review.
excited for
Hobbit,
you to be
come
watching
on, people.
this.
Come and join us. We want to meet you all. We haven't been out of the cage in a long time.
We
so
watched The Hobbit from 2014.
We're a cage. We're a cage society animal.
You can partake at any moment. Okay, all right. So let's go on to shows and events, Boom Puppy. I
All
think
right.
you're good.
So we're giving it 2.
4
Four
altogether.
Front side, back
4
side.
puppy paws. That's right. You heard it like 3 times here. 4 puppy paws out of 5.
4 puppy paws.
Actually,
Give us
technically,
more
it'd be 10.
Gary.
Where's Gary? Gary's been gone for like a week
Gary's
now.
always in my head.
Gary, we love you.
Number
dude.
1 fan, Gary. Thank you so much.
We love Gary.
If you
We'll
don't
have
know,
to have
you
Gary
don't
back
know.
at some point. All right. So let's do this. Let us go. There you go.
We got some
the
shows.
war is
Happy
over.
Halloween weekend,
Happy
everybody.
Halloween, guys.
Happy
All right.
Halloween.
The first thing we want to tell you guys is about tomorrow in Barrio Skate Contest. It's the skate contest.
Yes.
Boom Puppy, go for it.
Skate contest starting at 11 a.m. on top of Bernal Heights. Bernal Heights Speedway, if you know about the outlaw soapbox derbies. Back in the day, in the 90s, when Hot Rod Shopping Cart was a band and not a device, a homeless person, it was a band. Hot Rod Shopping Icon, Hot Rod Shopping Cart. Shout outs to you, but anyway.
Yes.
We just want to give a shout out Bernal Heights. 11 a.m. start. downhill race, cash money prize for the winner. Then later that afternoon, 12 o'clock.
There we are.
High noon at 20th and Harrison.
That's right.
20th and Harrison.
Sponsored by the Jax team.
We're going to be by the ramp there.
That's right. So
We're
make
starting
sure
to-
you
we're
get
starting the
there
Mario contest
at
street style.
10:30, 10:45. Do
Best
not
trick
be late.
all day. We're
It
doing
will be
tricks
at
all
11
day. Multi-locations.
11 o'clock for the race. It's a
It
downhill
starts at
race.
20th and Harrison. It starts out 20th
Yes.
Harrison at 12.
And if you're sleeping
Mario
still,
contest.
then you can make
Skate
it to
trick
the
best
second
one.
race, which is happening on 20th in Harrison, starting at high noon. All
High
right?
noon, baby.
That's right.
Best
high
skate trick,
noon.
freestyle, street style, whatever you want to call it, style. It's your style. We're giving away $1,000 cash prize in the best trick. We're going to be rolling around the
You
barrio.
get cash prize if
We're
you're
going
the
to be
best.
at Mission Skates
That's
on
the
24th
best.
at some point.
Yes.
And we're going to be at Alabama and 26 at some
Make
point.
sure to bring your
We're going to
tricks
be at
so you can
15th and Mission
synchronize
Street at some
them.
point. Boulevard, baby, style. You know what
That's
time
right.
it is.
Shouts out to the Jax
My eyes
team
are on fire.
for the 27th annual
Yep, shouts
Barrio
out.
Classic.
Yes. 27th annual Jax team. You read about it in Thrasher Magazine and everywhere else.
Yeah,
you know
shouts
how
out
you know.
to Thrasher Magazine. What's up? Thanks for the ads, guys. All right.
We know. This is also in the honor of the Jake, legendary Jake Phelps. Always skates with us. Jake Phelps skates with us forever. All right, and Joe
it's
King,
Halloween,
baby.
so
Jimmy Jack, Black
wear
Jack,
your
Slim Jack,
You can wear a costume
Blue Lagoon.
bombing the hill. That would be so funny, right? Okay.
to name a few.
All right, the next thing that we guys have for you on deck
Jack Skate Team.
is gonna be this show.
Oh,
Let
this is
me-
great. This is
let me
hot off the
show you
press.
that.
Hot off the press.
This is happening
Yep.
tomorrow. Where is it at?
This is at a bar. I don't remember. If I've been there, I
This
was
is
blacked out.
This is at Merchant Saloon
Merchant
in
Saloon.
Oakland,
Probably blacked out there.
California.
Got
This
blacked out
is
there with Hal.
the Handsome Hawk Valentine presents Nothing Can Stop Me, a rock and roll fundraising benefit featuring the big stars
List of bands,
of
list
the
of bands.
Bay Area rock and roll
Yeah,
scene.
list of bands. He's a great promoter, great guy. He got hit by a car. The guy doesn't have insurance to pay for his medical. He's screwed up for life. He's a school teacher. We got to get him. We got to get him back in the game, baby. Back on the job, back teaching the kids, and back booking rock and roll
That's
in
right.
the Bay Area, like he always done for decades and years. The legendary,
Hawk
the
Valentine.
legendary Hawk Valentine. Shout out to you. Hope you heal, brother.
It
Let's give you a quick
starts
shout
at
out.
12 o'clock
Yeah,
and it
12
ends
all
at
day, all
12
night.
a.m. It's
Benefit, baby, for a good
$15,
cause.
21 and over.
Merchant
and
Saloon.
It's at 401 2nd Street
This is our
in
first.
Oakland.
Yeah, we've done a few shows, but yeah, this merch is great to do shows. All right, let's move on to our next show.
All right, next show.
Next
Yeah.
All right,
yes.
we're taking it down to Bisbee,
Bisbee,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona,
That's right.
Halloween party, baby, Halloween ball down there at the Hitching Post.
The Hitching
Bisbee,
Post.
Bisbee, California. Arizona, Nevada.
It's a
I don't
zombie
know.
prom.
We tried to go there, but we had to work, so glad all the bands are
uh.
filling in. Everybody's playing. It's gonna have a good time. We miss
And
Bisbee.
Crystal will be there doing zombie makeup, so
Zombie
make
makeup.
sure
Oh,
you
it's
bring
good.
some cash or a Venmo, and
It's
they're
a
gonna
great-
have a photo booth.
Yeah, this is gonna be all.
And
This is gonna be
you
awesome.
know what? This
Go to
is
the website,
a really
Hitching Post.
awesome show.
The Hitching
Make
Post.
sure you check out Tom's Der Vampire.
Yep,
It's
great
a
friends, great
suggested
band.
$5 donation.
Yeah. Hitching
In
Post, the Hitching Post.
Arizona.
The Hitching Post, Bisbee. Go check out their website. Facebook, they got a Facebook. Hitching Post is a great bar. All right, what's next on the order here?
All
Here we go.
right.
All right, taking it back to the Bay Area,
The
San
Bay
Francisco, the Mission.
Area.
The 29th this Saturday at Bender's. A free show. I'm pretty sure it's free. If it's free, if you want to be
FREE.
21 and over.
That's
I
right.
think it's an 8 p.m. door, bands at 10. I don't know, but there's three
It says
bands.
doors at 7, shows at 8.
Oh, shows
Dun,
at 8. Oh, it's
dun,
early.
dun,
Okay,
dun,
it's
dun,
fine. I guess
dun,
better.
dun, dun,
I like
dun,
these metal flyers. I understand a fucking word they're saying. Oh, family friendly. Here we go.
It's a band called
my English.
Spores and Party Force and the Crimson Ghostbusters.
Crimson Ghostbusters. Misfit Tribute Band. All their songs are about. I have a new band I'm going to start up for this Halloween. We're going to make a surprise appearance.
Yes.
It's gonna be called Iron Mota. Iron Mota. Our songs are gonna be Iron Maiden songs with marijuana references.
There we go.
Like,
Iron Mota.
Instead
you
of
heard
Run
it
for the
first.
Hills, it's
That
Run for the
is
Fields.
Boot
Instead
Puppets
of
new band.
666
That's
number
right.
of the beast, it's
Come to
420 number of the
Benders
beast,
after
and
you
so on.
skateboard the
Who
race.
wants to join our Iron Mota band? You hear it here
You
first
heard
in our
it
podcast.
first. You
All
might
right.
want to DM
So the
us.
day after, let's go
Yes,
day
the
after. Let's
day
go Sunday, the day after. Back at Bender's. There's a brand new. We're
There
so
we
happy to
are.
announce this.
Let's do that.
Overkill Grill, the Biscuit Bangover.
Bang,
With
bang,
DJ
over.
Big Nate,
Bang
Big DeWay,
over.
Big DeWay,
And
and a greasy brunch. High noon
Don't eat
until the biscuits
anything.
run out. Free.
You can eat as many biscuits as you can.
Yep.
There might be a biscuit
Big
eating
DeWay,
contest.
DJ, spinning the wheels of steel, 24/7, baby. For all you ravers out there.
That's right.
Here we go. What's
There
up,
is
Detroit?
no reason not to be at this
Big
bang
DeWay,
over. That's
the
right.
pioneer of Detroit techno. All right, let's go on now.
All right, we got
We don't wanna
one
keep
more
it too
show.
heavy. One
We
more
got
show.
One more show.
Halloween weekend.
That's right. Actually,
Oh,
this
this
is
is after,
in the
but get your
future.
tickets. I think the tickets are sold out
Early
somewhat.
bird tickets have sold
Punk
out.
Rock Bowl, baby, May. That's gonna be
That's
Halloween
right.
every day.
Are you going?
whoop,
Let
I'm
us know
going.
in the chat. Let us
I'm
know in
going.
the chat. I think we're gonna be there.
We
I
are gonna
think
be there.
we
We
are.
already dialed in.
We're gonna give you a
We
puppy
like to
paw
play
to
some
see
here,
you.
but
All right.
either way, we're gonna be there.
We're gonna
If anybody's
slap you
listening,
in
we love the
reality.
staff.
Ah.
Punk Rock Bowl staff, we love
All right.
you all.
Make sure you keep
Our
your
friends and bands
tabs
are playing.
on
Woo!
this particular festival coming next year.
All right. So that's
So-
it. That's our review.
That's our
The
review.
Hobbit. The Battle of
Hobbit.
5 Armies. That's it.
The
And we're
battle
lost puppy
of
forever.
5 armies.
It's Friday every day here in
Whoop.
Parts Unknown
4 puppy
Universe.
paws out of 10.
Tenderloin, you know where we at.
Do a rewind.
Vendors,
Tell your
baby.
friends.
That Scarlet Puppy,
That's
our
Boom
Boom
Puppy.
Puppy. We're going to take you out of here.
That's right.
We're going bye-bye.
Yeah, that's
like
us.
a semi.
That's
Just
us.
like the new
That's
that
us.
song.
All right, people. We'll be back on Tuesday for our regular scheduled programming, always at 4:20 on Twitch.tv and YouTube Live. That's right. Shout outs to all you costume partiers out there. We love you guys, and make sure you go and join us on YouTube, like and subscribe to either channel or both, YouTube or Twitch. We love that. Check out our bangin' tunes on Spotify. We also have a Bandcamp, and for the latest and greatest up-to-date stuff, make sure you get on our Twitter. That's right. What's up? All right, happy weekend. We love you guys, and we'll see you on Tuesday. And make sure you take lots of pictures this weekend. You can always direct message us what you look like.
Oh,